afternoon, everyone. Here I am in the home of Reynard Friend, one of the members of the New Horizons band, talking with him to find out a little bit about his background and his involvement with the New Horizons band. So, Ray, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How long have you been playing with the New Horizons band?
I think I'm going on for the fifth year, halfway through the fifth year.
Right, fantastic. And how did you hear about the band?
Quite by accident. I had a trumpet. I just recently bought a trumpet from Aldi's, a cheap trumpet, and I was playing by myself, and then I saw an ad in the local paper about a concert at Rockdale, and I went there, and that's when I saw the New Horizons band playing, and I happened to see, and I was very struck by one particular performer, Ron, who I found intriguing. When his hand would be trembling before the piece came up, and then then it'd go to normal when he started playing.
Wow,
so I was really intrigued by that.
So really a benefit there physically.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I could see that. Yeah.
And what instrument do you play?
I play trumpet.
Right.
Trumpet.
That sexy red trumpet.
Yeah.
Do you play that all the time, or do you still play?
No, I mainly practice with that. Sometimes I take it because I ride a bike, and I try to keep things as light as possible on the bike. But I'll use the brass one if it's if we play somewhere
For a performance.
Okay,
right.
Yeah,
So do they sound pretty much the same?
No, there is a difference. The plastic trumpet doesn't quite have the quality.
Right.
I mean, it's good enough, but for practicing. But really, there's nothing like the brass.
The brass one. I suppose it's got similar fingering there, so
that's and it's light.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. It saves your shoulders and your arms.
Yes. And did you play an instrument as a child?
Well, I had piano lessons where my mother sent me to piano lessons when I was about 6 or 7. She was a bit keen on music, although she didn't play an instrument herself, but she realised because she'd been a teacher, she realised the importance of maybe learning, having a musical side. And so I was sent to lessons down the street, but unfortunately the Maitland floods washed the piano and the piano teacher away. So I only had limited lessons.
Right.
And, that was the end of that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I was in my 20s when I bought a trumpet from a hock shop and had a few lessons and really enjoyed it, but didn't persist with it because my life was in a different place at the time, and so I took it up again.
Right. So you were living were you born in Maitland?
No, I was born in Germany. I was 3 when we came here in 1949, and after we had a stint in a camp, Mum and Dad bought a house put a deposit on a house in Maitland.
Right.
Yeah, Maitland. And I lived there until the flood. When the flood came, sort of coincided with my mum and dad splitting up.
Oh dear.
And I ended up in a orphanage for a few years, and then my mum. Then I can't remember what happened after that. Then I ended up with my mum for a while, but she couldn't look after me, so I went into a boys' home when I was about 9. I think.
Right.
In Manly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a difficult part of your life, and you've overcome that very well.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't an easy time, that's for sure. Yeah.
Well, it certainly would put all of those emotions there that you can pour into your music too.
Yeah,
I would
of course,
imagine.
Of course,
Like the coloured musicians, with their difficult lives that they've had.
That's right, of course. Yeah.
So, what does music mean to you?
Well, I've come to realise self-expression, expressing myself, it's a way to be creative and express myself. Because there's really no other ways that I do express except with modelling. I do modelling for art schools, and that's a way of being a little bit creative. You can be a little bit creative with modelling. I've been doing it for a long time, so I find it, that I can do it like that. But so it's self-expression and just to be able to express myself.
Fantastic. Yes, I think that's a valuable thing with COVID. It's been one thing we've been able to fall back on.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite musical experience with the band?
With the band? I think going to nursing homes and playing in nursing homes and just seeing some of the people brighten up when they're playing, and also our getaways when we go away. So
yes. Yes, it's certainly a highlight. They get very excited.
Yeah.
Well, both the camps and in the retirement villages and the nursing homes. They a little bit break in their routine.
Yep.
So, what's your favourite musical experience beyond the band?
Well, I went to a Dylan concert in 1966, and I was a bit crazy about Dylan, and it was a really good concert. It was when he changed from folk to rock and electronic music, and it was a really exciting concert, and
You're smitten.
I was smitten. Yeah, I've been a fan since, so he's my number one musical hero.
Go-to man.
Yeah.
So, did you enjoy the stories through his music? Is that an important part of
the philosophy. I mean, he's you know, as far as I can see, it's the philosophy and the situations, and I regard him as a philosopher.
Modern day philosopher.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So he would be your favourite performer then?
Yes, yeah.
And favourite style of music?
My favourite style of music. What do I like? I like as far as trumpet music goes, I really like the old stuff, the old big band stuff. I'm not very keen on jazz, I must say.
Right.
Like freeform jazz.
Right.
That kind of jazz.
No, I'm not mad on that. The big bands I like.
Yeah. So, but so that kind of music, the kind of big band music sounds. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, what's your greatest challenge?
Learning to read music.
Right.
Properly.
Yes.
Yeah, learning to read. That's my challenge. The main challenge for
I would say Ken and Steve would be a great help to you there.
Yes. Yes, they do. They do help. Yeah, for sure. It does help. I mean, that group where we get together. I mean, it's really would be hard to do without it.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
It's really good when we get together, and it's just it makes it easier to practice, and it's more enjoyable to practice.
Yes,
and plus having Ken, of course, Ken's more experienced, so we can learn a lot from him. We learn a lot from him.
Sort out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's wonderful. He comes over here.
It's
3
good.
times a week. You know, he comes some distance. So
he does.
He's very dedicated.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's cool.
So, what are the benefits of joining the band?
Benefits: camaraderie, friendships. A new area to find friends, to make friends, and I like the aspect of you have to. It's a collaborative. It's a collaborative thing.
Yes,
so that's very important to pull together, and then when it comes together, it's really very satisfying.
Yes. Yeah. So what was your profession in your working life?
Look, I haven't done much as far as professions go. I went to university for a few years and didn't quite get my degree. I was doing philosophy and languages.
Wow, that's a bit of a stiff one.
Oh yeah, the university years were the best years of my life, and so they weren't lost. But I never it's funny. I didn't go to university for a career. I was interested in a particular philosopher, and I wanted to learn more about this particular philosopher.
Right.
And strangely enough, that he wasn't in any of the courses, but that didn't matter. I mean,
that's the way, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah. So that's so I didn't really have a plan, and then I did do some. I decided I'd try to be a teacher, and I even went on a teaching. To a school. I think it was Erskineville. Yeah, they sent me to Erskineville. But I got frustrated because I couldn't use the modern Greek that I was learning at university. I couldn't apply that. I had to teach history. I had to teach something else before I could teach the languages that I wanted to teach.
Right.
So I think that was the rules then. You had to be a normal teacher for a couple of years before you could specialise.
Yeah.
So I got frustrated by that, and I didn't sort of finish the course. I didn't complete the course. But apart from that, as far as living, I made my living from modelling for art schools.
Yes. Just refer to this wonderful piece at the back here.
Yeah.
This fantastic artwork of you.
The night school at Hazelhurst. Yeah,
yes.
Hazelhurst in
that's wonderful.
the Shire. Yeah.
And the way she's done it, it's charcoal. It looks like done it on the piece of cardboard.
Piece of cardboard.
And it's torn sections through there. I don't know whether you can see. Yes, these sections have been just torn or just eroded. No, it's fantastic. Yes. Lovely. No, well done.
Yeah.
No, that'd be very interesting.
Mm.
So, what other interests do you have other than music?
Reading philosophy books and reading health books.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
That's really pretty much it.
Fantastic. Oh, well, that'll
Yeah.
pass the day quite well.
Yeah.
Great.
I ride a bike, but my bike is my transport. So
Right.
I don't ride it
For pleasure.
Yeah, I don't ride it for pleasure. I mean, I enjoy riding the bike, of course, but when I don't have a bingle.
Yeah, there goes your wheels.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. I really appreciate the
Okay,
time with you,
yeah,
Ray. It's been fabulous.
yeah.
So, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
same here.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank
Yeah,
you.
Nobody feels any pain. Tonight as we stand inside the rain, everybody knows baby's got new clothes. Just lately I've seen the ribbons and the bows have fallen precisely from her curls. But she fakes just like a woman, and she aches just like a woman, and she makes love just like a woman.